something that we can find expression with. I tell you, what pays people? Joyce, I'm not sure. I know maybe now you've gone to school of journalism and all that, but I'm not sure you read anything to do with journalism in school.
Earlier, no, I read English.
You read English, okay, that at least you are close.
Yeah.
Right? You are close,
yes.
right? But you see, maybe reading English, somebody will have thought maybe you'll be a company secretary or a teacher or you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
But you see, you are an entrepreneur.
Yeah.
So you have a mindset of owning. Why you can own, you know, that's the mindset of, that's what led you. So that's the ingenuity in us.
Absolutely.
So you are letting it find expression. Maybe if they give you a job in an oil company now, you will not, that you may just get paid.
Yeah, but you're not satisfied. Yeah.
So we need to discover ourselves. What makes us happy? People have been successful just doing their leisure things, not serious things.
Yeah.
We're too serious.
We're too serious.
We're too serious.
Yeah.
And we end up confused.
Yeah.
You know? So it's time for us to let the inner us find expression. There's no time to be bothered or envious.
Yes, of
or,
other people.
Just let life flow. Life is short. Yesterday, I lost 2 of my friends were buried yesterday. Wow. Yes.
Oh, I'm so sorry
one
about that.
In Enugu and one in Cairo. And these were young men with great future. You know, young men that had, you know, from good homes, you know. But what's happening? Why are we, before now, we didn't even think that people die young. Early, we just thought that everybody will get old. But now we don't even get to see people old anymore. It was strange for people. Yeah, how old is he? But now, you know, so what's happening? What's changing? It's time for us to answer those questions for ourselves. Yeah,
it's time for us to answer that question and also let our gifting find expression. Yeah, so based on everything you have said right now, it's important for people to know that they should allow their gifting to find expression and eventually they will find satisfaction in their lives. So we'll go on a short break and we'll be right back.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Yeah, welcome back. I'm still here with NUHU DANLADI CHESHI and we're discussing Growing Delinquency, a book written by him. And part of the issues you raised in your book, sir, is you celebrated General Gowon for establishing the Unity schools, but you went further to actually call for the establishment of more vocational schools because of the situation we find ourselves in this present time. And you described how it was going to help boost our economy and give people opportunity to have jobs. And there was one interesting thing you described also, the system of the Igbo people, where like they get to apprenticeship. Can you share more light on that?
Okay, thank you so much. First of all, I have to thank you because I see you really read the book.
Yes, I did read the book.
So we almost thank General Gowon for establishing what we call today Unity schools, even though they have been threatened. Right now, you can't even go to the Unity school from JS1. You have to go from SS1. And that even affects what I'm talking about because you have lost that foundation time. Now you have people coming from maybe some other schools that didn't have that foundation that they needed, to be together with other people. I've heard about, I can't take my child to a Unity school now. Forgive me, they are still good schools, but I've heard about a child, taking up a weapon to stab another child because maybe he was angry at the person and discussing and finding out what happened. This child came from a state school somewhere and now he's here. So you see, you can't get it right that way. Linking it up, my child is in a private school and one of those schools, I don't want to say the name because of, but you cannot enter the school from JS2. That's how bad it is. You can't even enter the school for second term.
You have to start from
at the same time.
At the same time.
Yes, you enter at the same time, and then you must be the same age group. The
wow.
same age, yes, the same age. If you have gone past the age, you cannot
They won't
enter.
admit you.
So that when you're growing together, they are molding you. You're beginning to know the same things. You're beginning to discover yourselves together.
Yes.
You are beginning
they
to
impute their core values.
Core values in you, and that's important.
Yeah.
But today, the Unity schools, you know, we used to have the 6-3-3-4.
Yeah.
Then
style.
we now every minister comes with his own. Well, this is not the platform to discuss that.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying, you asked me about that. I'm trying to connect it. Why I talked about the vocational schools.
Yeah.
Now we have people, many graduates, without jobs. In fact, people with PhD applying for driver's job. Dangote said that in one of his
we saw it absolutely.
Yes, and it's happening.
Yeah.
You know, you would you know, so it's a crazy world out there. You know, but how did you get there? I'll take you back a bit. The colonial masters, when they came to Nigeria, remember that in 1900, before 1900 to 1960, when the colonial rule was in place, right? They were focused about, it was more about the economy. Yeah. They were about our resources. So all their development were keyed and geared towards going to where our resources were. So it was also with the knowledge they shared with us. We were trained at that time to be clerks, not to be chief executives.
Or industrialists.
Just to help them. So the knowledge they needed to share with you was knowledge of what that will assist them. Yeah. Technical knowledge just to assist them in doing what they are doing. They are not supposed to know everything. You know? So at that stage, all what we had were Yaba Tech kind of, and all those kind of colleges and all that. But the first university was established, that's UI. Yeah? Was later transformed. And what I don't want to go back to that history, but what I'm trying to say is that they were intentional and they were strategic. So now we have independence. Everywhere you have a railway station, you either have coal there or tin or something, that the rail lines were going to places that had resources for them to take. So the development was tied to their economic interest. Everything was all about their interest. Now, we are now free people, 60 years after, but we are still continuing the same pattern. So now everybody wants to graduate from school. We have many graduates. Because of the industrial age, we started industrializing after the independence, right? We wanted to have graduates and all that. Now we have many graduates. Graduates without jobs. And engineers that have never touched a machine. Computer scientists that have never owned a computer. And happening in every field. Yeah. Do you understand me? So why don't you think about vocational schools now? Yeah. Where you learn technical knowledge that will build you, that you can use. In technical school, you can learn carpentry, you can learn metal work, you can learn many crafts. You can draw and all that. And then at that stage, you're already an inventor. Yes. You are creating. You are creating. Now you can then take it to the next level and go to university. Right? Yeah. And what you'll be studying is something to do with technology and all that. That's how China and all the advanced nations grow.
That's the only way we can
go. But no, everybody wants a university. Every day, even now, if you go to the Senate, there are applications for university, people are clapping, colleges of education. What are we doing? We need to change our focus. So now, I will be more excited when I find a vocational school, a technical college, or University of Technology, something to do that improves, that gives freedom, like my friend's name, to people. Where they can find expression. Yes. People have a lot of gifts in them. You need to create the platform for them to find expression. That way you will not be challenged.
Yes.
That way they will be the one paying you, the government, because you have already invested in them.
Yes.
They will be now, because they are investors, they are inventors, they are entrepreneurs. They will now create jobs. They are not looking for jobs.
And you know, the way we also have a way of changing ourselves, because when you talked about the Igbo people's style of doing business and how they do the mentorship, kind of they pass apprenticeship, you know, from one person to another, you know, because of also the way these Westerners have come to divide us in a way from the beginning itself. You find out that we know that, okay, there is this part of Nigeria that have learned this way, the way of apprenticeship. Why don't we now bring them in? You know, if you go to America, you see little children, because if they say their IQ is very high, you see them in colleges. They're sitting down in classes with people who already have master's degree. You know, they tap from the knowledge of those people. They go out, they don't care. I can't remember the name of this foremost Adire person in Lagos that does tie and dye. You know, she's a lecturer abroad. Over here, nobody will give her. Nobody thought of the fact that this talent this woman has is enough to actually be passed on to the university. She can come in and teach, but because she didn't pass through nursery, primary, that you see all these certificates that she studied this thing in school. So we neglect all of these things.
I want to just key into what you said. I'm sure you're talking about Nike, the
yes.
owner of Nike Art Gallery.
Yes.
I'm not sure she went to school, but she lectures people who have gone to school on practical ways to make these things, and she has art galleries everywhere. She's a very successful entrepreneur.
Absolutely.
We had Ladikwali.
Ladikwali, yes.
He was a potter.
Yeah.
She used to go abroad. She was knighted by the Queen. You know, she's a doctor.
Yeah.
And her